Okay, before I push play, abundance and gratitude, my people. This is something that I have been explaining to my people for the longest. And this is why sugar is in everything, more importantly, in the black, so-called black communities. Just look at everything. Just read the back of the packages of everything, no matter what it may be. I promise you, it's sugar going to be in there. And it's artificial sugar 10 times out of 10, because the one of the main minerals that the brain uses the most is glucose, which is sugar. Whenever you put unnatural sugar inside of your body, it sends a shock to your brain. It's like a puncher, it's like two boxers in a ring, but one of the boxers, which is your brain, is balled up while the other one is punching on you. So it doesn't allow your brain to open up like a lotus flower, whereas though all the other lobes that are in your brain, your parietal, your occipital lobe, your temporal lobe, your frontal lobe, whereas though it causes separation with them and they're not connecting and communicating with each other. Now, sugar is the number one drug that is killing majority of our people. Sugar weakens your immune system. Sugar attacks your bone marrow. So your bones, and in this video, he's going to say your bone marrow, it stops your bone marrow from producing white blood cells. But we don't want to produce white blood cells. We want to produce healthy red blood cells. And you're going to see, this is where sickle cell anemia comes from in majority of so-called black people, is because of the sugar and the raping and the abuses with the antigens that are attached to our blood, which weakens our immune system, which makes us acceptable to all other viruses and diseases. So here we go right here. It's much easier for our people to accept this when it comes from the abuser. And I don't get that. The abuser is telling on the abuser and what they're doing to you, and it's acceptable. But when one of your brothers or sisters is bringing you to the bringing you to the light, or enlighten you with this information, it seems to be, oh, it's made up, or it's an attack, or your racist, or your hatred. This is it is systematically, it is strategically, scientifically done to have this type of sugar, this quantity of sugar in every store in our community, even in the food that we are cooking. It is strategically done. See, they got you focused on alcohol, crack, heroin, opioids. They have you hooked and focused on those drugs, but we don't realize some of the worst drugs that are on the planet that does the work for your body is attacking your brain. Sugar, your economic system, your political system, the language that you speak, the religion that you practice. All of this goes directly to the brain, the heart and the brain. And once you can control the heart and the brain, you can control the body. And sugar keeps you in a psychological docile state that makes it easier for unwanted entities to usurp your mind, your thought process. This is why I tell star seeds, please pay attention, listen to people, and question everything, because the moment you question everything, you will start to see that most people are just regurgitating what sound good in the past. But when you hold their feet to the fire regarding it, they will get angry. They will even become violent, because they cannot defend the ideology that has been passed. That the first of all, the curse ideology, because that's what it is. The curse ideology that has been passed down in our community for generations, and now it is coming to a French toast head.
Did you know that sugar, when you eat it, a donut, Pop-Tart, piece of bread, doesn't matter, Kool-Aid, Dr. Pepper, did you know that when you swallow sugar, they have known for 70 years that it goes inside your bone marrow and it suppresses within 45 minutes your body's ability to produce white blood cells that fight infections like bacteria, yeast, viruses, funguses, and parasites? Did you know that it literally shuts off your immune system and makes you more susceptible to all viruses, all infections? And did you know that they compared sugar to prednisone? Prednisone is a steroid. And do you know that its job is to suppress your immune system? In fact, it's called an immune system suppressant. Did you know that sugar suppresses your immune system more than prednisone does? So if you're trying to fight an infection, if you're worried about the bird flu in the future, and I find out you're eating donuts and Pop-Tarts and cereal in the morning, you don't care about your health.
And like I said to you, my people, you can look this up for yourself. But again, he said white blood cells. It's red blood cells. Now, for our species, it's red blood cells. For them, maybe it is white. But for us, it's red blood cells. It suppresses the bone marrow from producing red blood cells, which gives you a healthy lymphatic and a lymphatic system. Again, my people, it's easier and it is more acceptable when the abuser is telling you the truth about the abuser. But when your own species is telling you the truth about the abuser and his scientific warfare that he is orchestrating on you through the teachings of his creator, then the black person is a problem. He's racist, he hatred, he has anger, he want to cause separation and division. Nah, this is it's delusional, and they have played along with us far too long, and we have accepted this game far too long to sit there and believe that there are good snakes mixed in with bad snakes. No, we have to shut the door on all snakes and let them figure out which ones are good and bad amongst themselves. Abundance and gratitude to you all.